Good afternoon, Good afternoon, traders. How are you? Or good morning. Maybe it's morning. Good afternoon. Good morning. Good evening. Good night. Good day. Hope you're all well, guys, wherever you are in the world, and welcome to the live stream. This is your opportunity, guys, to ask as many questions as you like about trading. That's not all we're going to do. Yeah, I'm going to show you a trade that I'm in, and it's currently going against me. So we'll see. We'll take a look at, I'm in a pound US dollar sell. So we'll take a look at that trade. We'll also, like I say, answer as many questions as we can from all of your questions, guys. So don't be shy. Come say hello on the live chat and leave a question. And then also, guys, we've got some news coming out, right? So if we just look at the economic calendar, it's not exactly big news, right? But we have got this, building permits, which could be, could have an effect on the US dollar. So we'll keep an eye on that. We've also got some CAD news coming out. But the big news is later, right? We've got PMI coming out of the US. And at the same time, we've got the BOC, Bank of Canada, interest rate decision. And they're looking to drop it by 25 basis points. So, yeah, if you're in any Canadian dollar pairs, guys, batten down the hatches, reduce your stop loss and or even take some profit. All right, so that's what we're going to do. That's the plan of attack. Let's get started. Before we get started, guys, as usual, I always eat too much. I thankfully go down the gym as well, but I do eat a tremendous amount of food before I come on, which is never a good idea. And today, it was hummus again. I love hummus. It's very healthy with carrots and cucumber, and I'm sure you don't care about my eating habits. And also, in the VIP Trading Academy, we're talking about dogs. So who owns a dog? Have you got a dog? All right. I'm on about, four legs. All right. Now, right. Let's start with pounds US dollar. I do get a little bit sidetracked, guys, but bear with me. Yeah, we can talk about anything. It's the live stream. We do what we like. Right, let's see who's in the house first of all. So, Michael, how are you? Good afternoon, guys. Brett, how are you, mate? Noor, welcome back, Noor. Noor's had a little break. So I hope you enjoyed your break, Noor. Coprod, where have you been? Good to be here. Yeah, good to see you. And Michael, I have 15 dogs. Michael, do you really? You are a braver man than me. I have one dog. And it's not the most masculine dog, I'll be honest, right? It's a Pekingese. The missus chose it. I was like, we're not having a dog, and then a dog arrived the next day. So that gives you, an idea of how much control I have in this household. So yeah, Pekingese. Check out Pekingese. Editor might even find a picture. They are, super masculine dogs. They're like pit bulls. They're not. Okay, Michael's on a farm. That is fair enough, Michael. 15 dogs. You win top trumps with the dogs. Safa, how are you? Pound US dollar. Yeah, we're going to look at that now, Safir, actually. Halil, we'll look at other US dollar pairs as well, right? But let's start with pound US dollar because I am in this trade, right? And if we look at the day chart, right, we were in a downtrend. Right, we broke this last low, and this is where we're at. Right, we broke this last low, okay, and price retraced what was once support, became good resistance. And I've been trading this since yesterday. Took some profit off, and then I've got back into this trade again. Right now, I think this trade has a little bit more room to the downside. Right. We've got this level here, which is going to be my target. But even if it comes down to this level and the moving average 20, so somewhere in here, I think it has a bit more room to come. Welcome to the live stream where everything crashes in front of your very eyes. Come on, chart. Right, let's go back to dogs. No, okay, let's focus on this. And we're at a real interesting level right now, okay? Because we're pretty much at the moving average 20, right? But let's understand my entry first of all. So we was in this uptrend, okay? Price came down. We kind of ranged a little bit, all right? And then prices continue to break down, okay? So we're still in this H4 downtrend, right? And what I really like about this is the fact that this candle, right, the body of that candle broke that low. That means lower lows. That is a continuation of trend for me. So that was a piece of confluence for me to take this trade. And then all I did, guys, if we look at the H1, right, there was a retrace pretty much, right? If you look at H1 structure, right, there was this level through here. You can even put an area of support and resistance there. So you can see price has been respecting that, okay? Not only has it been resistance, but it's been support now as well, right? And then we got a bit of a bounce off that level. And this yellow line here is where I entered, right, for sells. My stop is at 2927, right? So my stop's up here. All right, and this is the trade that I find myself. And, you know, looking at the H1, right, it's not looking great at the moment, right? Let's be perfectly honest about this. But this was a H4 trade for me. I used the H1 to help me find an entry, but it was a H4 sell trade. And, you know, my first entry here was just basically a retrace to resistance and the moving average 20. And now price has come back down and the H4 is at the moving average 20, right? So I really need to see sellers start coming into this market at the moving average 20, right? So this H4 candle is going to be real pivotal to what happens, right? If it's still bullish like this, I might get out of the trade early, right? I might. These are my options, right? These are your options with any trade, right? So you can get out of the trade early, save some risk, save some money, basically, right? Or you can let your trade play out until it hits your stop loss, right? They're pretty much both of your options when you're in a trade. Now, it depends greatly on what I do according to structure and candles and basically price action. So if I don't start seeing, you know, like at least a bit of a wick on this candle, maybe it finishes green, that's okay. But I need to see something like this, just like a bit of a top wick on this candle, right? That will make me stay in this trade. If it finishes super bullish like this, I may not, right? I might just close the trade early and save myself 10 pips of risk. All right, so that's pound US dollar, guys. That is how we are rolling with that. So we'll see how that plays out. Yeah, let's have a look at the H1 actually. Like we've got a, you know, there's like a H1 level through here, guys. Let's see if we can get a bit of a reaction there. All right, so that's where we're at. Pound US dollar, that's the only trade that I'm in, guys. And as with all my trades, I put them all in the VIP Trading Academy. So check it out. Right, let's see who else is in the house. So Sophia, I hope that answers your question on pound US dollar. I'm in that trade. Michael, what are the breeds of your dogs? I imagine they're quite big dogs. Bigger than Pekingese dogs. What else are we looking at? Aussie dollar, US dollar. Okay, Halil. We'll take a look at Aussie dollar, US dollar. And yes, Colin, pound US. There you go. I have just seen a Pekingese dog appear on the screen. That pretty much looks like my dog, although we shave him, okay, because it's bloody hot out here and he doesn't need hair. So there you go. That's the very masculine dog that I have. The missus chose it, but I have to walk that around the neighborhood. Right, guys. This has turned into a dog program. You never know. It can turn into anything, this live stream. Right, Aussie dollar, US dollar. Right, so I know both of those are very oversold without even looking at them, right? Now, let's start with Aussie dollar, US dollar. Okay, and let me extend this support level, right? You can see this zone has been a support level previously, and therefore it will be a support level again, right? It just will be. Yeah, you will get buyers at this level, 100%, right? Again, will buyers take it to here, or will buyers take it up here? That's what we don't know, right? And we'll look at Euro US dollar, right? So I'm still interested in selling that, but we're going to get a bounce off. And that's literally what we're getting now, okay? So Aussie dollar, US dollar, right? The catalyst for my trades today was US dollar strength. So I want to sell this market, right? This pair, but I just can't, right? Two golden rules in trading are this, right? Do not sell into support, right? Do not do that. And do not, here's a resistance level, do not buy into resistance. Yeah, sellers, right? Potentially buyers. So knowing this, I don't have a trade. If anything, yeah, I would look for buyers at this level, right? Obviously, that would be against daily trend, but I'm just not interested in selling it here, right? Let's have a look at the H4, see what kind of reaction we're getting. And that is not a very big bullish reaction so far, right? Let's see how this, let's go back to the day chart. Let's see how this daily candle finishes. But I'm not interested in selling this pair, and I'm not interested in buying, right? So there's Aussie dollar, US dollar, and New Zealand US dollar. This is a little bit different because it has a little bit more room to move into, right? So you know Aussie dollar, US dollar was basically here. It was at the support level, right? But you can see with New Zealand US dollar, we still have a little bit more room to move into, itchy nose. So for those reasons, out of these two trades, I would look to sell New Zealand dollar, US dollar. Aussie dollar, US dollar is a no-go for me, right? So I would be looking for sells back down to this 9,000 psychological level, okay? It might even come a little bit further into the gray zone, right? But I'm looking at the psychological level before support, all right? So yes, I would be looking to sell New Zealand US dollar. It was actually a trade idea for today, but I preferred Euro US dollar and Pound US dollar sells. So I preferred them because this is still a little bit oversold, right? Down here, there's not a lot of value here, right? We're miles away from the moving average 20. It's very oversold. But we do have room to move into. So you can see I've got an alarm here, right? Am I interested in that level? I'm interested in keeping an eye on this moving average 20, right? If price keeps coming down and we stay in a H4 downtrend and price comes up and gets near to the moving average 20, right? I will consider selling New Zealand dollar, US dollar, right? But for me, it needs to retrace a bit more. Okay, so yes to New Zealand US dollar sells, no to Aussie dollar US dollar sells. It's at support. All right, so Halil, I hope that answers your question. Right, what else are we looking at? Right, Ahmed, yeah. Evening, friends. I hope your positions are as hot as the weather here. Indeed. Yeah, I also wish your positions are as hot as the weather here. I went out for a walk, right? I did my analysis. Instead of going down the gym, I went for a nice long walk at about 7:30 in the morning, and it was still about 40 degrees, right? So yeah, welcome to Dubai in the summer. I was sweating my gonads off. Right, guys, what else have we got? Anyone else got any other questions for us? Please come say hello. If you're new to the channel, come say hello. Give us a question. We would love to hear from you. Also, guys, while you're all here, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel and smash the like button. Yeah, it really helps support the vid. And also, guys, if you would like to join a community of traders where you can have a chat, discuss ideas, trades, etc., then please come join our free Discord channel, right? If you want more than that and you would like my trade signals, you would like access to tutorials and strategies and direct access to me, then please come join our VIP Trading Academy. Okay, I put all of my trades in there. Also, guys, yeah, if you sign up with one of our preferred brokers right now, you can get discounts to all of these things, so go check it out. Right, what else are we looking at here? Hi, Tom, what does your trading setup look like? Right, okay, so all I have, guys, is 2 screens and a desk, right? And I've got a little room that I do it in, and that's it, really. So I just, to be honest with you, I only use the second screen for things like YouTube or just having the economic calendar there, or, you know, I don't use it for charting, to be quite honest. You know, the way I trade, as I always say to you guys, is slow, methodical, dull, and boring, like the editor's personality, right? So I don't need a load of screens, right? When I was on a trading floor, guys, right, I had 6 screens, you know, all singing, all dancing set up, and it didn't, you know, it didn't add any value to my trading, and it was also costing me $2,000 a month. So $2,000 was my break-even figure, right? So all I have, a couple of screens, yeah, only use one for charting, and that's it, really, guys. Yeah, that's all I need. Yeah, it's not that, you know, not to burst your bubble, it's not that fancy. Yeah, it's very simple and it's fine. You know, and also, like, I can take my laptop. Yeah, so when I go on holiday, I take my laptop and happily trade from that. And obviously, that's just one screen. You know, I can literally trade from wherever I like, yeah, in the world. So, yeah, I don't need a lot of screens. So there you go. Not that fancy, father sunglasses. Yeah, so yeah, and yeah, just have a desk, and then I've got well, I've got a bit of a YouTube setup. Like, I've got a mic, a light, a couple of screens. That's it. Yeah, that's all you need, guys. Again, you know, I know our channel name is Simply, right? Simply Forex, and that underpins everything I do, right? Not everything, but everything to do with trading, right? I just want it as simple as possible, right? The only time you really start, the only one who's going to mess up your trades is you, right? You overcomplicate everything. Yeah, you probably think, right, I'm going to get my desk, I'm going to have 6 screens, I'm going to have 1 screen for the H1 chart, I'm going to have 1 screen for the H4, I'll have the daily here, I'll have my news up here, I'll have maybe a squawk with running commentary on the news or Twitter, whatever you use, and you were thinking, right, here we go. Most of that's irrelevant, right? You don't need any of it. Yeah, keep it all simple, right? To be honest with you, I don't spend a lot of time at my desk. Yeah, I don't want to. Right? I don't want to be sitting here staring at a screen all day. I'll go insane. Yeah. So I actually discussed this with one of my mentorship guys today. It's all about preparation, right? Like anything in life, right? It's all about how you prepare for the next trade. That's all we care about, is the next trade. I don't care about the previous trade. If it was a winner or a loser, it's gone, right? Don't care about it. Yeah, I cannot do anything about it. If I dwell on it, if it's a bad trade and I dwell on it, it's not going to help my next trade. If it's a good trade and I'm jubilant and I'm feeling a bit, impulsive, that's not good, right? So last trade, don't care. I really don't. Yeah, don't care, good or bad. Then all my focus is on the next trade. And that is it, right? I'll keep an eye on the news, obviously, but, you might hear, Biden steps down as president, or the hawkish rhetoric from the Fed. Don't care. Yeah, don't care about any of that, right? I just really don't. All you need to care about is understanding the chart and focusing on your next trade and making it the highest probability trade you can. All your previous data as well and all your statistics, irrelevant. I'm serious. It's all irrelevant. I liken it to golf, right? When you play golf, I play very badly, by the way. But you have a bad shot and you end up in the rough, right? Now, as you walk to your golf shot, you can be thinking, oh shit, I'm in the rough. I'm miles away from the green. It's going to be a difficult shot. I don't know which club to use, right? Then you've let your last shot bugger up your next shot. Straight away, you're doomed, right? But if you approach that next shot in the rough, you can start thinking, okay, the green isn't that far away. I've got all the clubs and tools I need in my bag to take that shot. Yeah, I'm a good golfer. I can take this shot and make it. Yeah, speak to your caddy. I don't have a caddy when I play golf, but you know what I mean? You can get some more advice, right? And it's all about mindset and approaching the next trade, and getting yourself in that mindset, right? Forget anything else that's gone on before. Forget all the crappy noise that goes on around you with regards to news and this, that, and the other. Obviously, be aware of when interest rates are released or CPI or whatever it is, but just focus on what the chart is telling you and make the trade. I cannot iterate that enough. I don't care if you do it from your phone or you do it from a 12-screen setup. Irrelevant again, right? So there you go. There's my little rant over for today. Right, what else are we looking at? Yeah, unfortunately, Gal Gadot, Prathish, is not part of my setup. That would be nice. Probably, wouldn't get a lot of trading done. Fapello, how are you? Again, fathers, what do you usually have open on the screens whilst trading? Just my charts, but I'm not at my screen. Yeah, I'm off doing something else. Yeah, maybe I hit the gym. Maybe I watch a series. Maybe I go for a coffee with friends. Maybe I, do something else. I'm not at my desk. I'm not at my screen. Yeah, and unless I'm doing YouTube bits as well, right? Obviously, I'm at my screen for that. Kibria, how do you do stock trading or your team? Okay, so one screen for OnlyFans. Yeah, yeah. Well, the editor's going to set that up. We're going to set up an OnlyFans for the editor where he shows his feet or something. Anyway, back to trading. What was the question? So stock trading, right? Okay, we're going a little bit off kilter, right? I am a Forex day trader, right? That's my bread and butter. That's my full-time job, right? However, I do hold stocks, okay? And my stock strategy could not be simpler, right? So if you've got about 20 seconds, I will sum up my stock trading. right? So this is what I do, yeah? So you look at the indices, right? They're all pretty highly correlated, yeah? You wait for a big sell-off, right? Hopefully, okay, I shouldn't say that, but something, you know, yeah, I shouldn't say that either. But, you know, financial crashes are where I just buy as many stocks as I can. COVID, I could not buy enough stocks quick enough. I literally caught the bottom of the indices at COVID. I'm not buying the indices. Let's just get that clear. But as soon as those indices are crashing down, I go immediately to FTSE 100 companies that pay a dividend, right? So that pay a good dividend. So, you know, I've got HSBC, GlaxoSmithKline, BAE Systems. What's the other one? WP, I can't remember the name of it, WP something, all FTSE 100 companies, all good dividend payers and diverse, right? One is like a defense contractor, one's a bank, one's a pharmaceutical, one's a marketing company, you know, so diverse, wait for the markets to crash. It's a cycle. It will happen eventually. When will it happen? I don't know. And then I just buy the living daylights out of stocks, right? Once they go up a certain amount, or, you know, I skim profits. Let's say close 50% of the position, sometimes the 100% of the position, right? It's that simple. There you go. There is my stock trading strategy right there for you. Good question, Kibria. I like this question. We've got a little bit off piste today. I like it. Right, what news? Thank you, Colin. You know I get caught up chatting. I'm like I don't know what I'm like. So we've got 30 seconds to the news. 20 seconds. It's US dollar and Canadian dollar news. So let's take a look at US dollar CAD. Let's have a look at the H1 chart. 3 seconds to go. How exciting. It's not big news, guys. I don't expect much of a reaction. There you go. Nothing. It's not big news. Let's have a look at pound US dollar, because obviously I'm in that trade, right? And I basically want to see some selling candles come in at this level, right? But yeah, totally muted, not big enough news. Let's say all as expected, roughly. Okay, so yeah, what was building permits? Let's refresh it. Sometimes it takes a little while to load the figures, guys, but just, you know, not big enough news, guys. These are 2-star ratings, you know, a little bit of a miss, a little bit better. Yeah, so no news to write home about. Yeah, it's not that interesting. Nothing's really happened, guys. All right, so nothing there. Yeah, so guys, like I say, keep asking your questions. Anything you want to know about trading, please ask me. Also, please subscribe to the channel and please smash the like button. Please check out all the promotions and things we have running at the moment. You may be interested in some of them. Some of them are free. Some of them you have to pay for. So check it out. Some of them you have to pay for, but you get free if you sign up with one of our brokers. Who would have thunk it? Scouts, how are you, Scouts? I am looking at New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar. Right? This is a trade that I am considering, right? We are, okay, I mean, if I drag this along, right? The more I look at it, the more I'm not considering it, right? There's an area of support there, okay? This is the day chart. You know, we're clearly in a downtrend, right? We're at support, but I like the H4. Yeah, the H4, you know, moving average 20 is coming down. We've got the last H4 high here. If we got a bit of a move up further, I might look at sells for New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar, just to come back down to these lows. That's something I'm looking at. Aussie dollar, Canadian dollar, less so. Yeah, less so. What else were we looking at? Yeah, we had a euro US dollar alarm go off. So again, guys, right? We know from my morning analysis that I'm looking to sell euro US dollar. But what I'd like to see, guys, this is the H4 chart, is just a bigger retracement, right? We're still in H4 downtrend. I would like to see price, come back up. Perhaps the moving average 20 catches it up. It might not make it to this grey zone. If it does, great. Yeah, but if it doesn't, I'm still interested in selling euro US dollar. But at this level, there's not enough value for me, because really I would want to put my stop loss, that's German for stop loss. I would like to put my stop loss above this high. So if you think about that for a minute, right? This is my target. This is my stop loss, right? And from stop loss to target would be 80 pips. So I need this to retrace at least 40 pips, which is around here, right? So 0858. At that level, right there, that is where I'm going to get a 1:1, right? So, potentially interested if price gets up to this level, okay? Because I can hide behind here, that's 1% risk, and my target is here, that is 1% risk. All right, so yeah, it's an important point, this, guys. You should before you enter a trade, you should know your target and stop loss, right? Or not even before you enter a trade, your analysis from the morning should tell you that this is the level you can get in at, because this is where you would want to put your stop and this is your target. And so this is the stop loss, this is our take profit, and if I let that guide me, this is the level to trade from, right? As a minimum, yeah, to get the risk to reward, a minimum of 1:1. All right, so important point now, guys. Let your stop loss and take profit. Don't enter a trade, then think about your stop loss and take profit, right? It all needs to be worked out beforehand. Okay, and don't take liberties with your stop loss, especially your stop loss, because risk to reward doesn't make sense, right? Even if you enter here, right, really your stop loss needs to be here. Okay, excuse me, I think I'm just about to bring up a load of hummus, right? If you enter here, your stop loss needs to be there. If you enter here, your stop loss still needs to be there, right? That doesn't change. Don't take liberties with the stop loss, right? I will hide my stop loss above the moving average 20 sometimes as well. Maybe above this support and resistance level could be an option. All right, so yeah, that's what we're looking at, guys. Skelts is still looking at NAS, not the gangster rapper, but the indice for sales. Okay, we'll take a quick look at that. And pound Swiss franc shorts. Okay. Okay, all right, so let's take a quick look at the NAS. Like the indices I want to sell, right? Have we missed an opportunity? But the S&P was nice today, actually, right? But we're at an important support level here, right? But we're in a downtrend on the NASDAQ, right? If we get a candle that breaks through this level, that's telling us that we have further room to the downside. Okay, so today's candle will be interesting, right? Where could we take it? Just aim for the next bit of support. We've got some support here and here, so I would just aim for this level here. That would be my target, right? It's what I show you guys. It's not like some secret magical trading wisdom, right? It's price action that's very logical, right? If I'm going to sell that, I will sell it to the next area where I think buyers are. So NASDAQ, yeah, I want to sell scalps as well, but need to see a break of these lows. If we look at the weekly chart, it's super bearish as well. And on the weekly chart, we discussed this the other day, you know, potentially we've got room all the way down to the moving average 20, and even this like 19,000 psychological level. All right, so I'm liking sells on the indices. The S&P was nice. Yeah, this was a, you can see my alarm in there, right? And I was interested in selling this today. Because, yeah, if we consider that the last higher low, then we've broken structure, we've retested it, and then we've come shooting off of that level. So at the start of the day, obviously we didn't have this candle. Let's cross this out, right? But we had this candle. So this was a nice trade, but the market opened up with a massive gap down, right? It just didn't give us an opportunity. I'm not wary of trading gaps, right? But when we get a gap down like this, right, the market wants to fill the gap. But in this case, it didn't. So that's what I'm conscious of. And I actually had my, you know, alarm in here because I wanted to see it push through and fill the gap. Once it did that, I would have been interested in selling the S&P, but it never did. So I didn't have a setup. But yeah, that's coming down nicely as well. If you look at the day chart, again, like let's look at the weekly. Yeah, so lots of room, right, down to the moving average 20, maybe this area here, right? Lots of room to move into. We go back to the day chart. Again, you know, if it breaks this low today, we get a candle that looks like this, then I would look to take price back down to these lows here, right? This level right here. So yeah, indices, definitely interested in selling. I just haven't been able to get in on them so far. And pound Swiss franc, this has split ideas. Okay, so, you know, if I go back a couple of days, right? What's that song? What a difference a day makes. Wonderful singing, right? If we go back here, right, we are in an uptrend. We're at moving average 20 and we got a nice bullish candle. Okay, so that would suggest we could buy back up to here, right? But we had a H4 level that we had to break first. Okay, and as you can see, like I've gone back in time, this was that H4 level, right? If it broke that, sellers gave up and we had some room. But let's go back to real time now and look how it never broke that level, right? Price come up to here, didn't break this level, right? Didn't break this level, didn't break this level, and now it's breaking the lows, right? That is clearly a downtrend, and that has turned into a selling opportunity, right? If we look at the day chart, I would still need to see this candle finish today. If this candle finished like this today, right, at the end of the day, obviously, then that is a break of a key support level here. Yeah, that was once the low, and then we've got a break. This would be a very nice sell if this day candle stays like that. And I would look to take price again, not rocket science. Let me take this. I would take it down to this 1,400 psychological level. Yeah, that is a good trade. But depends on this daily candle. So scalps, looks like you're in a good trade there, mate. Nice work. Right, we've got a question here. Could you explain the location of the stop loss in more detail? Is this time? I've noticed that you sometimes place it behind the previous wave, but I've also seen you take cover behind two. Hamid, we we don't have time to discuss that just yet. But if you join me in again tomorrow, Hamid, and ask the same question, right? Because that's going to take a bit of time to explain. Or alternatively, guys, right? If you want to see all of my tutorials on stop loss placement, then please come join our VIP Trading Academy, right? I've got all of my tutorials in there, so please go check them out. Yeah, come be part of it. Also, guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and smash the like button if you've enjoyed the live stream. Also, guys, come join our community of traders, right? You can chat to traders, share ideas, knowledge. Come join our free Discord channel. All right, guys, so check it all out. We've run out of time. We're going to stop there, guys. So hope you've enjoyed the live stream. Thank you for all of your questions. Some great questions today. And let's do it all again tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow, guys.